How to make the all-new Rainbow Loom bracelet. First, you want to have the red arrow facing away from you. Next, you are going to take a white band collar and starting with the left side, hook it on and go all the way up until you get right there. It should look like that when you're done, and then you're going to do the same thing to the other side and hook it on at the top as well. You want to go ahead and just push the rubber bands down to the very end because you will be hooking on rubber bands on top of that. So you want to push them down all the way to the bottom, and it should look like that. Next, you are going to get a color of your choice, and I choose a hot pink. And what you're going to do is, starting with this end peg right here, you are going to hook it on and then place it across from it. So it should look like that. And then you are going to, starting from this peg, you are going to hook it on again. And then you are just going to continue this pattern until you get to the ends. So it should look like this. And then once again, just continue that until you get to the end. So it should look like this. Remember, you start from that end and then you just go all the way up. So at this last peg right here, you're just going to get the color that you used for this, which was hot pink for me. And you're just going to connect it to the end one like you did on the other side. So it should look like this. And it is starting from the arrow facing away from you. Next, you are going to go ahead and choose another color and do the exact same thing to the other side. Now, how you want to do this is you want to start at the same peg that you started at last time, so which was right there, and you just want to take it and connect it again. So you go from here to here, here to here, here to here, and you want to repeat this process until you get all the way to the end. And you probably want to go ahead and push all of those rubber bands down so that you have room for the other color. So like I did to the other side, when you get to here, you just want to connect here to here. So it should come out like that. So it should look like that. And as you can see, the zigzags. So now that we have part 1 down, we are going to go to part 2, which is hooking everything. What you want to do is you want to turn it to the other side so that the arrow is facing towards you. And you want to go ahead and put a black capping band on that. So since I used white for the base color, I'm going to go ahead and put a black because it'll be easier to tell where my cap is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go the same order that I did the first time. So I am going to start with my blue side and then later go on to my pink side. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pull back this black capping band, and I'm going to grab the blue one and latch it over to that side. So it should look like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go underneath this blue one, grab this blue band and latch it over. And what you're going to do is, so now I'm going to go underneath these two, grab it, and hook it over. Grab it, hook it over. And this kind of forms a teardrop almost. Every time you hook it, I don't know, it looks more like a triangle. But you want to do that until you get all the way to the end, which is right here. So I'm just going to do the same thing that I did earlier. I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to grab that band, and I'm going to hook it over. And you're just going to continue this to the end. Okay, so now I have almost reached the end. I have done every band, and as you can see, kind of the shape that it's forming. So I'm right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this to that. So you're just going to take this band right here, bring it up, and latch it. It's pretty much just the same thing that I did to the other ones, but I'm just doing it to the side. So now that we have done the left side, it is time to do the pink side. So you're just going to do the exact same thing that you did to this left side. So what you're going to do is you're going to go underneath that capping band, grab the color of the right side, and you're just going to hook it over. Go underneath, grab that one, and hook it over. And it is probably a good idea to go ahead and push these bands in the middle down. That way when you're hooking the pink ones, it doesn't come undone because it's at the top. So it's looking like that so far. And what you're going to do is you're just gonna repeat the same thing that you did up here on this side. So you're just gonna go under, grab this pink one, latch it over, grab, latch it over. All the way until the very top, not the last one. You're going to hook it over to the side. And I will show you that in a minute. So it should look like this. It's kind of this weird shape. And then once again, the same thing that you did to this side, you're just going to take that one and hook it over. So now we are going to go ahead and start hooking these sides. We're going to do the left side first, where my blues are, and then the right side. So you're just going to do the same thing. You're going to go underneath, grab the white band on the left side, and hook it over. And once again, you probably want to press the bands on the side down. And yeah, press those bands on the side down. That way the white ones don't come undone. Okay, so we've hooked it like that. And then we're going to go underneath, grab that very, very last white band. I'll show it to you up close in a minute. You want to kind of hold those ones down so they don't come undone. And here you go. So it's just, if you've made a rainbow loom bracelet before, it's basically kind of going to form the same shape with the triangle, the circle-ish figure, and then another triangle. And you're just going to do the same thing that you do for any other bracelet. You're just going to go all the way up and then hook that last one to the side. And then do the same thing to the right side. Now we'll show you the final product. On that side, it looks like that. And then I'm just going to go up. And then I hook that one to the side. And then you're going to do the same exact thing for this pink side. And always remember that this arrow is facing towards you. So once again, you're just going to take the white band from that side. I already hooked it, but hook it over there. And then you're going to go all the way down. Let me set it down real quick. You're going to go all the way down, grab that very, very last rubber band, and hook it. So it should look like that. And then just the same thing that you did to this side. Just go all the way up, and then at that last one, hook it to the side. And then, like I said before, you just want to take that last one and hook it over to the side, like that. You just finished part 2, and now we're going to move on to part 3, which is taking the bracelet off. Now you want to flip the loom around, and you want to have this red arrow. It's hard to see, but you want to have that red arrow right there facing away from you. And what you're going to do is you're going to push all these rubber bands up to the very top, but be careful and try not to have them come off though. And even get the middle rubber bands, not just the side ones. So as you can see, I'm just kind of reaching under and getting those middle ones. Okay, so now I've pushed all my rubber bands off, and I am going to get a black capping band, and I'm going to stick this right there. I'm going to hook that band on, bring it up, and I always fail at this. Bring it up. I guess the trick to bringing that one up is maybe not having it face the loom. Okay, so now I got that up, and I want to hook it on like that, and then just literally rip it off. It might take some force, but the bracelet's gonna look great. Okay. The bracelet should turn out like that. And if you have, see, I have a really small arm or wrist, so I never have to worry about adding on to the bracelet. But if you do need to add on to the bracelet, all you need to do is take this, hook it to that loom, and then take the part right here. And you can either get black or white, it doesn't really matter. But you're just gonna stick it in there. And like that, so it kind of should create a chain almost. Yeah, thank you for watching, and be sure to tell your friends about this and subscribe. And the final product should look like this. I just wanted to let you guys know that the bracelet that we made today on our rainbow loom, that was actually a bracelet that I designed and created myself. So if you could share this with your friends and possibly get Rainbow Loom to notice, that would be great. Thank you.